I'm paying for colleges. I don't know how I'm listening to y'all making some damn decisions. Y'all ain't got one boyfriend that done work thus.
I'm paying for schools I don't have any idea how I'm paying attention to you, all pursuing some damn choice you all ain't finished one, sweetheart. That works so far you know recall that you're the commendation recall that you're the prize. And you know make them work I like that yo that is terrifying at any rate. I was playing for a group Coke star Damson, Idris and Lori Harvey, are formerly D. Dun Dun. And it seems to be Lor's father, Steve Harvey, feels some sort of way about Damson, unloading Lori and Damson, have at last affirmed their separation by delivering a PR explanation saying they actually love one another and will remain companions yet stand by brief. That is precisely exact thing Lori said in her articulation after she said a final farewell to Michael B. Jordan. We'll remain companions, yet what a companion can seal you like this. Before the world, lovely people, introducing your melodic visitor for the night drake, and 21 Savage, playing out a tune off of perhaps of the most appealing collection, ever her misfortune. No doubt Lori and MBJ are no companions. And I'm almost certain Damson will not be her companion either yet. He could be my companion at any rate. With a report about their split, previously broke individuals quickly expected that Lori reassess the relationship. Yet as per the most recent reports, Damson looked from the outset and unloaded Lori before she could dump him, and supposedly Lori's father, Steve Harvey, is troubled about this present circumstance by any means. And he could do without that. The entire web is currently discussing Lori's history with men and how individuals call her and industry go through Steve, made an entire vocation out of offering spontaneous relationship guidance. Yet it seems as though that counsel isn't working for Lori. The three young men and the girl Lori grew up with 4 damn siblings, so she was. And we could safeguard Laura at the house with them siblings right, didn't went crazy now. We realize we can't watch it now, so Lori Harvey and Damson Idris imparted a joint explanation to the Hollywood columnist and affirmed that they're heading out in a different direction after somewhat more than an extended period of dating. The assertion read, "We are at a point in our lives where our singular ways require our undivided focus and devotion. We head out in different directions, remaining companions with only love and regard for one another. And the time we shared together was this vital." However, they might have quite recently posted this on IG. I think a joint assertion in the event that you weren't hitched, or in a drawn-out relationship, is doing the most and among me. And you all as of now, that wouldn't shock me at all, assuming a portion of these connectionships were simply contracts with time cutoff points. And that is the reason they need to declare it formally. I mean, there is a high opportunity I'm off base. Yet I'm trying to say I wouldn't be astounded. In any case, the justification for why the web is all ready to fight about this is on the grounds that certain individuals feel like Lori can't commit. And when the relationship begins getting more serious, she plunges yet. Perhaps she's dating like most 20-a-few-somethings are doing, and not allowing these men to trap her with a child. And truly I can see the two sides of the contention in light of the fact that from one perspective it's her business, and she's not harming anybody. But rather than it appears to be a little odd that her connections end after about a year, or not terrible, but not great either to revive your memory. Genuine, rapidly Lore's most memorable public relationship was with Dutch soccer player Memphis Depay. They began dating at some point in 2016. And in June 2017, Memphis proposed to Lori 17 months into their relationship, yet the commitment was fleeting. And before the year's over, they were at that point separated. Following up was Diddy child Justin Combs, yet he didn't make it near a year. And they tapped out following a couple of months after Justin Lori purportedly dated reputed Sarandor three-pointer Melodies. Lori never discussed this relationship freely, yet a few sources guaranteed she dated three-pointer for very nearly a year. They finished it at some point in late 2018. And afterwards she continued on toward her ex Justin's father, Sean Diddy Kong. Despite the fact that she denied she dated the Fatherson team, The photographs represent themselves, since why on earth would you be contacting Diddy like this? Except if he's paying you to date him now. Lori screwing with Diddy was at that point awful enough. However, at that point, she continued on with Faith, surprisingly. And this was post Sierra Future, who previously had around 1,000 children with various child moms. When he and Lori met, Lori affirmed her relationship with Future in January 2020, when she shared a pics from their outing to Jamaica. Fortunately for Lori, she left this relationship with about turning into Future's 20th child mom, and they headed out in a different direction at some point in the late spring of 2020. Yet you understand what you get when you play with Future, honey. In May 2021, somebody released a track highlighting Future on 42 Dub Melody, perhaps back in Future diss Lori, as well as came for her daddy, Steve, rapping Wizardry City. I'm the proprietor, tell Steve Harvey. I don't need her. One thing I never seen was a bee to leave yet. Lori was unbothered in light of the fact that at that point, she had proactively begun dating Michael Jordan, and fans thought Lori had at long last woken up and abandoned the ditties and the prospects for somebody half respectable. And it truly seemed like Lori and Michael would go all the way. Michael got the blessing from both Steve and Marjorie Harvey, and Steve even implied during his appearance on The Ellen Show that Mitch was preparing to see about tying the knot. He gave my better half a few skiz, who do that main way you give your possible mother by marriage a few skiz. Is 'cause you believe she should be your mother by marriage. I don't know, man, I don't know how you realize I'm pulling for him. 'Cause he's a truly hero man, comes from a decent family. And truly Michael was truly going all out for Lori for Valentine's Day 2021. He leased an entire aquarium for the night, so they could have a confidential visit and supper. Lori was additionally the principal young lady Michael openly recognized as his better half, and he let the Hollywood correspondent know that he at long last found what love was. And when they asked him for what good reason he chose Ed to impart this relationship to the public, he said it was on the grounds that he at long last found something sufficiently genuine. Yet I get it wasn't so much that truly after all, on the grounds that in June 2021 Lori and Michael reported they were formally through following 18 months of dating. Really, this was somewhat stunning in light of the fact that only half a month prior to they split, they made their honorary pathway debut as a team at the Vanity Fair Oscars party, and they truly seemed to be a perfect pair in any case. After the separation was affirmed, a source near Lori gave an assertion to individuals which, thinking back, sounds basically the same as the proclamation Lori just delivered about her separation with Damson. The source let individuals know that Michael and Lori are both totally grief-stricken. They actually love one another. And keeping in mind that the assertion referenced no real excuse for the separation, the source implied that Michael was prepared to settle down, and Lori wasn't. Michael developed significantly throughout their relationship and was prepared to commit for the drawn-out. Well, it's a similar story now with Clammy, and keeping in mind that their PR explanation recommends they're separating on the grounds that they need to zero in on their profession's word on the road, is that Damson unloaded Lori before she could dump him, since it at long last hit him she wasn't in it for the long stretch now. You definitely realize virtual entertainment has a ton to say regarding this. Yet how does Steve Harvey feel about one of Lor's buzz finishing his yearly agreement? Well, it seems to be Mr. Carry On Like a Woman and adopt the thought process of a man has at long last conceded that all his recommendation failed to be noticed with regards to his own children. And he has of late told Shannon Sharp that for Lori's situation done went crazy. Lori grew up with 4 damn siblings, so she was in. We could safeguard Lori at the house with them siblings, right? Didn't went crazy. Now you realize we can't watch it now. You can't watch 'cause I'd have been to cut off a lot of these little concerning the web. Well, it's the web, so you realize there's a wide range of stuff being expounded on Lori. Yet you know what, essentially you got to give her props for never answering anything, since that is the degree of unbothered, I need to be on one fan, said Lori Harvey's continue on game is so deadly I'm captivated. I'll truly pay to hear her contemplations on dating and connections. This doesn't have anything to do with her being rich ladies, are additionally known to be stuck on moronic, for instance, your aggregate favorites. And afterward another person added seeing individuals that leap from 90-day situationship to situationship. Be frantic at how Lori Harvey dates is humorous. I need to say, yet what do you need to say about Lori causing this discussion? Do you think Damson truly dumped her since she would have rather not settled down? Or are these Hollywood connections just business contracts by the day's end? Leave your remarks down underneath and afterward. Look at this next video.